Okay, great. Good morning. Welcome to the Board of Liquor License Commissioners for Baltimore City's docket. And today is Thursday, July 30th, 2020. The board will be hearing regular items. I will quickly go through a PowerPoint presentation just outlining. Here's the introduction to the Webex platform. If you'd like to view the hearings and proceedings on your computer, please use the link that's listed here, the access code and password. This is also found on our website. If you do not have access to a computer, please, you can listen in on our the hearing using the phone number and the access code below. The materials, again, can all be found on our docket at the link for our hearing schedule. And evidence that the board is going to be considering has been filed with the board at least 48 hours before the hearings. Please note to all applicants that amendments cannot be made to the application during the hearing today. All amendments should have been made about 2 weeks prior to this hearing. I will be calling all the cases. The board will, the presenter will present, whether you're an attorney or you're on your own, to present the cases to the board. There will be questions asked. You can call witnesses. If after the presentation of the case, any member of the public wishes to give testimony, please use the raise your hand function so I can pull you in. You can be sworn in and give testimony. The board is not authorized to discuss any non-case related matters. Just some general ground rules and information for this hearing. If you're going to be using a device with a camera, please make sure you're in a well-lighted area and you have strong internet connection. And please be patient when your case is called and you're pulled in. Please spell your name for the court reporter and please be prepared to be sworn in. With that, Mr. Chair, may I begin to call the docket?
Go ahead, please.
Yes, the board will be hearing regular items today, and the board has a preliminary matter. Case 1, which was India Solomon LLC, trading as India Solomon at 1000 East Hoffman Street. That matter has been postponed and will be rescheduled for a future date. Calling the next case on the matter, Aubrey Reveley and Felicia Fleming, 27 Cross Associates, LLC, trading as Boiler Room, 27 East Cross Street. This is an application to transfer ownership with continuation of live entertainment for a Class D beer, wine, and liquor license. If you just give me a moment, I will pull in the relevant parties. So I have an Aubrey Reveley and a Brianne Reveley. I'm pulling both of you on right now. I'm unmuting you. Will you please turn on the video for your devices?
Oh my gosh. I don't know how to.
Oh, I got international crisis here.
Hey, Brianna.
Yes.
Okay, you don't have to pull in. I thought you could just sit in on the hearing and see it. If you can, you can. If not.
So if Mr. Reveley, if you're going to be giving testimony, I'll mute Brianne. And Mr.
Yes.
Reveley, can you please turn on your video?
I think I'm on. I see myself. I think.
Madam
There we go.
Reporter?
All right. So, all right, Mr. Kadensky, you want to identify yourself for the record,
Yeah.
please?
For the record, Melvin J. Kadensky, 320 North Charles Street, representing the applicants.
Okay. And Mr. Reporter, will you swear Mr. Revelry, please? Is there a court reporter here?
Our court reporter is here. She's unmuted.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay.
Please raise your right hands. Sorry, I can't see your hands. I still can't see that. Okay. Do you solemnly swear or
That the testimony you are about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
I don't know who's speaking, but Mr. Kudensky, you want to tell us what's going on?
Yeah, this is a transfer of an existing license right across from the Cross Street Market. It's a 6-day D license, which means, it can only be open to 1 o'clock. The applicant in this case, it's a 2 floors, wants to make them more of a restaurant. He's had 35 years worth of experience in the restaurant business. He's going to take the alcohol awareness course. He'll hire employees from the neighborhood if possible. As far as the entertainment he's going to have there, he's just talking about maybe a DJ or maybe like 1 or 2 piece group. He will reach out to the community people that are there because he has talked to a few people while he was in there working. And the menu he's going to have, he plans on making this his full-time job.
Okay. And how many people are going to be handling alcohol?
Probably anywhere between 2 and 4, and he'll have them certified.
And I'm sorry, did you say what the nature of the entertainment is going to be?
He said a DJ once or twice a week, or maybe a small 2-piece. It's not very big. The place is a small place that's on Cross Street there.
Okay. And otherwise, everything else is going to remain the same?
Exactly, Mr. Chairman.
The commissioners have questions?
I have none.
No questions.
Is there public comment, Mr. Akros?
One moment. If there are any individuals that are on the call that would like to give public comment, please use the raise your hand feature now so I can identify you and pull you in. Mr. Chair, I see no individuals that wish to give testimony in this case.
Okay. All right, thank you. On the basis of the materials contained in the application, the proffers from counsel, and any evidence received, I vote to approve the application to transfer the Class D license with continued live entertainment.
Commissioner Guy, I also, upon review of the evidence and the testimony presented before the board, I vote to approve the application before the board to transfer ownership with the continuation of the live entertainment.
I join my colleagues in approving the transfer of ownership with continuation of live entertainment, and strongly encourage you to follow through with meeting the community folks, because it's a very engaged community. Thank you.
We will.
No exhibits.
Thank you, folks.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Kudensky, you will be mailed correspondence regarding the board's decision in this matter and the next steps to complete the application. And I also actually have met Mr. Ockhammer on the line as well. He's listening in, so you can connect Mr. Ockhammer and the applicants together so that he can connect them to the community.
I will.
Okay, thank you. Calling the next case, Pauline Giragos and John Curtis, 1801 Lombard LLC, trading as Higgy, 1801 East Lombard Street. Is an amended application to transfer ownership requesting off-premise catering of a Class B7 beer, wine, and liquor license. Indulgence while I pull in the parties. Hey, Ms. Giragos, I've just pulled you in. Can you please turn on your video, Ms. Giragos?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you, Ms. Giragos. We just need you to turn on your video when you have the opportunity.
Can you see us now?
Yes,
One
I
second.
can see you.
Thank
Madam
you.
Court Reporter?
Okay, please raise your right hand. Thank you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so these parties are not represented, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh.
I represent him.
All right, so identify yourself for the record, please.
For the record, Melvin J. Kudensky, 320 North Charles Street, representing the applicants. If the board will remember or don't remember, this application was approved with Ms. Giragos and Mr. Curtis back in January of this year. Ms. Giragos at that point was going to stay on Kenwood Avenue where she was on the license, and we asked to take her off the license and just leave Mr. Curtis. after consulting with all parties, it was decided that it would be best if she was going to go back on the license, that an amended application be filed, which we have done. So as far as the prior, she was fully vetted by the board in January and was approved at that time. There has been no changes.
The only amendment is that we're adding Ms. Giragos to the license?
Yes, she was originally on the license that you approved. In open hearing, she was going to withdraw and stay on Kenwood Ave. And in the meantime, they said no, be better. So she was already approved. So we're putting her back on the amended application.
Okay. And everything else was satisfactory in the January hearing?
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Correct.
All right. Do the commissioners have questions?
I have none.
No questions.
Is there public comment, Mr. Akers?
And if any individual member of the public on the call now wishes to give testimony, please use the raise your hand function. Mr. Chair, I see no individuals that wish to give testimony in this case.
Mr. Chairman, I just wanted to also note, it appears that there's an MO in place, and I assume that will stay with the license.
That's correct.
Thank you, Commissioner. Okay, on the basis then of the materials contained in the application and the proffer from council, and also on the basis of the record created at our hearing in January when we initially approved the transfer of this BG7 license, I would vote to approve the amended application, adding Ms. Giragos to the license. Well, I mean, she was on it, but reinstating her, and all subject to the terms of the memorandum of understanding to the extent they're enforceable by law. Thank you.
Commissioner Guy, upon the review and the evidence and testimony presented before the board, I also vote to approve the application, the amended application to transfer ownership and request off-premises catering.
I too approve the amended application to transfer ownership with off-premise catering, subject to the terms of the MOU to the extent they're enforceable by law.
No exhibits for the file.
Thank you.
Mr. Kudinski, please note that we will be sending you correspondence regarding the board's decision and the next steps to complete the application process.
Thank you.
Calling the next case, Marianne Cuccio, 2 Mondo Incorporated, trading as DeMimo Finest Italian Cuisine, 215 through 17 South High Street. There's a request for a hardship extension under the provisions of the Alcoholic Beverages Article 12-2202 for Class B beer, wine, and liquor license. Mr. Kudinski, I'm just going to, Mr. Chair, I'm bringing in the client. It's Mr. Frankel right now, making the individual panelist. Mr. Frankel,
Yes.
I can see your video and your audio is turned on.
So let's swear him in.
I don't believe you're going to need testimony from him, but it's you know.
Okay.
Now,
Please raise your right.
Sorry.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, to help you God, or under penalty of perjury?
Yes, I affirm.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So, Mr. Kudinski, we have your letter of July 1 requesting a hardship extension. You want to fill us in?
Yeah, that's Melvin J. Kudinski, 320 North Charles Street. As everybody knows, that this was DeMimo's restaurant down in Little Italy. Marianne Cuccio had sold the business, and Mr. Frankel's group had purchased it. Last day they were open was January 15th, 2020. At this point here, the original understanding was they were going to try and find an operator or maybe operate themselves, but then COVID has come along. So at this point here, they thought it was prudent that they be able to ask for a hardship extension in order to keep the license viable. And then when they decide what they want to do with it, then they could put another application in.
And this is for a 180-day extension?
That's correct.
Do commissioners have questions?
I have none.
No questions.
Okay. Public comment, Mr. Akers?
If there are any individuals that wish to give public comment in this matter, please use the raise your hand function. Mr. Chair, I do not see any individuals who wish to give testimony in this matter.
All right, thank you. All right, on the basis then of Mr. Kadensky's letter of July 1 to the board requesting this hardship extension, the proffer that he's made today with respect to the efforts to move this forward in the face of the pandemic, I would vote to approve or grant the 180-day hardship extension.
Commissioner Guy, I also concur, based upon the information that was given, to approve the request for the hardship extension.
I join my colleagues in granting the request for a hardship extension for 180 days.
No exhibits for the record.
Okay, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Mr. Kudinski, you will be receiving correspondence in the mail regarding the board's decision, next steps in this matter.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So, Mr. Akers, does that complete the docket for today?
Yes, Mr. Chair, the board will be in recess actually until next Tuesday, August the 4th at 11 a.m.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Officer.